Right now at 6, insulin prices. Area Democrats are pushing a new bill to cap the out-of-pocket price of insulin. And Oktoberfest history. Past royal family members presented today about the history of La Crosse's Grand Festival.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Juneau County Sheriff's Office is once again asking the public for help in finding a woman who's been missing nearly 3 months. 43-year-old Leah Stewart was last seen July 4th near Mauston. Authorities say she was wearing a black shirt, dark-colored shorts, and no shoes at the time. Detectives from Juneau County are asking the public to check their properties for, quote, anything that appears to be disturbed. And anyone with information should contact the sheriff's office at that number at the bottom of your screen. $9,000. That's how much Crawford County Emergency Management is getting for a brand new suitcase. It's not just any suitcase. It's one that officials say could be a game changer in response times. The department was awarded a computer and hazmat response equipment grant to buy what's known as a suitcase repeater. It's a device officials use to boost communication range between different agencies and jurisdictions. Officials say they found it harder to communicate with those other jurisdictions during DeSoto's train derailment earlier this year. Emergency Management Director Jim Hackett says this suitcase repeater will strengthen their resiliency during an emergency. If you were determined to be ineligible for Medicaid during the renewal process, you might be getting your coverage back. Up to 4,000 Wisconsinites will have their Medicaid coverage reinstated after federal officials identified an error in the state's automatic renewal system. The issue affected people who were eligible at the individual level for coverage, but were denied renewal because of the eligibility of someone else in the household. But even with the correction, tens of thousands of Wisconsinites have lost their Medicaid coverage in the last few months. That's because the annual renewal process started again in June following a 3-year pause on the system because of the COVID pandemic. $35. That is the most state lawmakers in Wisconsin think patients diagnosed with diabetes should pay for insulin. And today they're opposing legislation to make it law. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us now with the details. Good evening, Michael.
Ken, there's been a number of measures introduced nationally to help people living with diabetes offset the cost of insulin. Despite those efforts, those who fall through the cracks can end up paying as much as $6,000 per year for their prescription. A bill introduced today hopes to bridge that gap.
37 million Americans have diabetes. And sadly, up to 8 million are undiagnosed.
With the price of insulin on the rise, it's little wonder many folks here in Wisconsin struggle paying for their prescriptions.
As we know, the high cost of prescription drug places a substantial financial burden on all Wisconsin families. And one of those prescription drugs is insulin.
That's why State Representative Jill Billings and Senator Brad Pfaff made a stop in La Crosse today, introducing legislation that would cap the price of insulin at $35 for those who receive insurance through state-regulated health insurance plans, as well as through the individual market.
We need to make sure that individuals like my son Andrew and everyone else that have diabetes or diagnosed with diabetes, that they can fight this disease and that they have medication that is affordable.
The Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 put a $35 cap on insulin for people on Medicare over the age of 65. The Affordable Insulin Now Act would do the same for private group and individual insurance plans. But those measures don't cover everyone.
We know this is important in Wisconsin because an estimated 7.4% of Wisconsinites aged 18 and older are diagnosed with diabetes. These are important people in our lives. These are important people in our society.
For local nonprofit clinic St. Clair Health Mission, pharmaceutical costs are their largest expense.
They have to stay with us, even though they get much higher quality care at Gunderson or at Mayo, but they can't afford the $2,000, $3,000, even $1,000 in medications every year. So that's why we think this is such an important bill.
It's not a new idea. Wisconsin will be joining 22 other states that have also introduced legislation capping their insulin prices. What remains to be seen is how the bill will fare in the legislature. Ken?
All right, Michael Germain reporting for us. Thank you, Michael. In the meantime, a little bit of rain totals over the weekend for the Cooley region, and it is a busy looking radar behind Greg Barnhart. He's got the latest.
Yeah, it's busy right now. It's actually raining in La Crosse right now and Eau Claire. It's been raining quite a bit basically for the last probably 72 hours, but still we're going to be seeing it off and on with bands coming around a low that's basically sitting south of the Twin Cities right now. Radar shows one band is actually coming through La Crosse with some moderate, even some brief heavy rainfall. As we kind of zoom into the area, you can see it coming through right now. We'll see a little break behind it, but it is coming. You'll see some brief heavy rain, especially as going to the interstate through Sparta. Eau Claire's been off and on. They've had a break. Now they're picking it right back up with that second line approaching then too. So it's been on and off rain, occasionally once again heavy, which could be some ponding of roads in occasional areas. Otherwise, the big picture is that swirl in the clouds just south of the Twin Cities is bringing bands of showers and thunderstorms through the area. We will see a little break overnight occasionally, but once again, these will continue. Once again, there's your rain amounts, quite a bit and more coming, and that's the big story for this evening. It's still going to be wet. We might see a break a little bit after 8 for some areas. It'll come back in later. Once again, low 60s. It will be wet and kind of cool as you go on out. The big story coming ahead, we got wet through Wednesday, climbing to the 80s by Friday. That's the good news, and even better for Oktoberfest. Right now it looks dry and warm, and I'll break all that down here a bit later in the broadcast, especially when to see those 80s.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. Well, over half of car seats are not installed properly. That's according to one of Gunderson Health System's injury prevention specialists. Gunderson helped a few local parents check their car seats today. The health system says when car seats are used properly, it reduces the risk of death by 71%. But learning how to install and use a car seat can be confusing. Injury prevention specialist says a technician can help make sure everything with your car seat is good to go.
Car seat checks are a great way for caregivers to just come and kind of learn a little bit more about their car seat in particular, how to install it in their vehicle. All vehicles and car seats are different.
Gunderson will be hosting free car seat checks on the first Thursday of every month starting in October. And we'll have more information of those car seat checks posted on all of our digital platforms. Deciding what you want to do after high school can be a difficult choice. High school juniors from around the Cooley region got the chance to connect their interests with potential careers today at the La Crosse Center. Students broke into different groups to hear from 27 career experts and over 70 post-secondary schools. The experts represented a variety of different fields, including education, public safety, and broadcasting. Two students at the fair say this fair is a good way to see the variety of jobs in the area.
It gives us students a better look at what's all out there and what different opportunities we have.
I think a career fair like this is a great opportunity to explore our options, especially in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
More than 1,600 juniors from 27 schools attended today's expo. To get everyone in the Das Best spirits, the La Crosse Public Library held a History of Oktoberfest event. Past Oktoberfest royal family members gave a presentation about the history of the festival in La Crosse. They shared the roots of Oktoberfest and how the traditions have changed over the years. Last year's Festmaster says he was surprised at the amount of events the Oktoberfest family does each year.
We do Oktoberfest, and the various parts of the Oktoberfest family does over 100 events annually throughout the Cooley region, but also very locally. And they donate back tens of thousands of dollars to charitable groups that help put on Fest.
Kratz says Oktoberfest is an event for the whole family. And this year, the festival kicks off with the Festmasters Ball coming up Wednesday night. And the La Crosse Police Department has shared a page that's dedicated to being safe during Oktoberfest. The At Your Best at Oktoberfest page has details about things like the 3rd Street aid station and parking options. There's also a list of relevant laws and the fines associated with breaking those laws. We've got a link to that page on our website and our free-to-download News 8000 app. Still ahead tonight at 6, Americans say their wages are not working. Over half of American workers surveyed say their salary is not meeting the cost of living.
At Stanton Optical, you can stop waiting forever for an appointment. Same-day eye exams and walk-ins are always available. I wish other things would happen as fast. Get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Get 11% off your entire kitchen upgrade at Menards. Clearview Cabinetry is flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage. And the style is so easy to update. You can do it in a snap, meaning you don't have to remodel your space to make it work even better. Save over $400 on these Travic Hickory kitchen cabinets after rebate. Clearview Cabinetry, 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
My father once told me, son, if you work hard, great things are going to happen in your life. I took that advice, and after working hard for a couple years, I figured out working hard really isn't that hard, but it wasn't getting me where I wanted to go. So I threw in another component, making wise money choices. Once I did both of these things, my life changed. Your life can change too. Come see us at Firefighters Credit Union.
Firefighters Credit Union.
The perfectly melted cheese, the juicier patty, the golden bun. It's all here. Bravo, bravo. Well, it was a second ago.
Hurry in for 30% off any purchase of $5 or more. Only in the app.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Who's always behind the scenes helping parents and caregivers find quality-rated childcare that fits their family's needs? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of Progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Over half of American workers in a recent survey say their salary just isn't enough to cover the cost of living, and that's even as inflation eases from 4-decade highs. A Bank of America survey reveals 67% of employees say the cost of living is outpacing growth in their salary and wages. 80% of those aged 35 to 44 feel stressed about money, with the survey finding that women are much more worried than men. The average family is spending $700 more on a monthly basis on the same goods and services compared to 2 years ago. That's according to Moody's Analytics. Amazon is betting big on artificial intelligence. The online retail giant says it's investing up to $4 billion to become a partial owner of the AI company Anthropic. The deal means Amazon Web Services will become the primary cloud provider for its partner business. The companies say Anthropic will use the platform and Amazon's AI chips for most of its development work. And in return, customers who use AWS will get early access to AI features. They say Amazon's new minority stake won't change its corporate governance structure. And Lego has ditched its plan to make bricks recycled from plastic bottles. The toy maker made the decision after 3 years of testing the more climate-friendly recycled material. Lego says it found that the manufacturing process of the alternative material would cause more planet-heating pollution than the current production of oil-based bricks. The company said they also found that the recycled plastic wasn't as durable and safe, and bricks didn't stick together as well or pull apart as easily. Lego has pledged to use only sustainable materials in its products by the year 2032. The toy maker says it remains fully committed to that goal. Well, it is about to get real cheesy in the Coulee region. A fan favorite novelty burger is returning to Wisconsin's signature restaurant chain.
And we got wet weather actually going on right now and more tonight and tomorrow, but the big story is we do have warm weather and dry weather coming up later in the second half of the week and this weekend. All that coming up next on weather.
At Taco John's, we never judge a book by its cover. But if the cover is a one-of-a-kind flatbread coated in aged cheddar, crispy shredded potatoes, and our signature potato Olay seasoning, we say, judge the shell out of it. New Cheddar Crunch Tacos, only at Taco John's.
Hello? Yeah, this is Russell Nicolay. Yeah, bald head, sunglasses, you got it, yeah. Billboards, baby.
Whoa, 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 man. Hey, if they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay. Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
Fake beard, really, man?
Oh, come on, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
Get the bathroom of your dreams faster than ever with Your Home Improvement Company. Your project can go from order to installation in 30 days or less. Call today to get free installation and zero interest, zero payments until 2025. Our team of trained and certified professionals ensures your project is done right the first time. This deal won't last forever, so call today or go online to schedule your free consultation and take advantage of our 30-day bathroom offer. Your Home Improvement Company, where it's your home made better.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
At Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, we know the Cooley region's weather is unpredictable. 40 degrees today, 75 tomorrow. Is your HVAC system fully prepared to effectively handle the stresses of the next season? Beat the inevitable rush and schedule your HVAC clean and check today. Be confident your air conditioning unit and furnace will work when you need it. Call Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train.
Your trained comfort specialist, Bagnevsky.
To all you so-called drive-through contenders out there, Taco John's is coming for the breakfast belt. With the boldest, juiciest, baconiest, potato ole-iest breakfast burritos ever, we're not pulling any punches. The new breakfast champ is here. Try a bigger, bolder breakfast at Taco John's.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Cheeseheads rejoice. The Culver's Curter Burger is making a comeback. The Wisconsin-based chain announced today the burger will be offered again starting next Monday. The burger, which features a cheese curd patty, was first introduced as an April Fool's joke in 2021. But that joke soon became a reality when the item officially made its restaurant debut in October of that year for National Cheese Curd Day. After the burger's instant popularity, it returned for a limited time last fall. It's unclear how long the burger will be available this year, but social media posts say it would again be a limited time only offer. In the meantime, we're hearing it come down beyond our studio walls. The rain has arrived in La Crosse, Greg.
Yes, it has, and just in time to get that Powerball ticket there. You got to run out and get that.
That's
before
right.
It's going to be a wet commute. Yeah, we've got definitely. But the good news, like I said, if you look at this, we have some warm temperatures coming. So we just got to get through this 6 to 10 this wet weather, and you have some warm 80-degree weather coming back in store for this end of the week and upcoming Oktoberfest, which is the good news once again that we're going to see it. But in the meantime, we're just going to have to deal with the wet conditions. Really, for wet tonight, we're going to have more scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Coverage maybe not as much as today, and less coverage on Wednesday, and it looks dry Friday through next Sunday. So this weekend does look dry. That's the good news. Temperatures overall, we'll see around 70 with the cloud cover and rain, and then we'll warm back up to probably 80. Most areas will see 80 and extend all the way through the weekend. I think by the time we get to this point next week, we'll start cooling back down to towards 70, but that is where we should be for this time of year. Really, it's just this band. This one really is the main band that's pushing through the area off and on, but we are going to see maybe a little break after it passes, maybe just more scattered showers behind it. It'll kind of center right along the interstate, I think, towards Eau Claire through about 10 to 11. So that's really where the more concentrated light to moderate rain, embedded thunderstorms will be. And then that'll weaken a little bit towards midnight. And I think once we get past midnight, it's going to be a light, spotty showers here and there, maybe a thunderstorm. Most if you go Sparta southward, I think that's where the more concentrated light to moderate rain. And as you go towards the morning commute, I think the interstate's going to be a wet one if you're on that. Otherwise, as you go further to La Crosse, Winona, hit and miss shower, but still could be a wet morning commute. And then in the afternoon, it really just rolls past the area as this rotates back to the west. So as we go through tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, we'll probably see more showers and thunderstorms. But notice the trend. Basically, it's starting to shift a little bit further south with the coverage. So Eau Claire northward will probably see less of the showers tomorrow. More of it will be south, but still wet conditions throughout tomorrow night. Then as we go into Wednesday, it really starts to break up too. And really it's this low that begins to drift southeastward. It's just spinning here, and it's going to take its time to eventually fill and then push further enough south, but that won't be until Wednesday that it gets far enough south that we'll start seeing a little bit less in coverage, but you can still see it spinning around as we go into Thursday too. But that's a sign is that things are going to start to change a little bit once we get Thursday, and then we have high pressure that'll begin to lift north. Speaking of that, really, once that happens, the pattern kind of shifts north with the storm track. We're going to be under southerly winds for at least Friday through the weekend. That should keep us dry. As you see, all the precipitation storms have all pushed to the north. This is Saturday into Sunday. We're still keeping it. By the time we get to Monday, Tuesday of next week, we might see a front start to sag a little bit further south to bring some rain. But overall, this weekend still warm and dry. Not record level. Records will be in the mid to upper 80s, but we should hit 80s for most of the spot. Rainfall for the next several days, quite a bit. You could put 1 to 2 inches for a lot of locations, much less as you go further past Winona and up to Eau Claire north of there. But otherwise, a lot of areas will pick up some rain through Wednesday. Once again, this will be what we'll keep in mind. Otherwise, for tonight, cloudy conditions, showers off and on, thunderstorms possibility. We'll only get down to low 60s for most of the locations. Still mild for this time of year. We should be in the upper 40s. Tomorrow, we're looking just around 70 for most. Once again, with all the showers and thunderstorms, that will keep the temperatures down, but that's not too far out average to where we should be for this time of year. As you look at the 8-day forecast, we're going to climb back up into 78 dry conditions, and then there's your 80s for the weekend. Not record, but dang, you're warm for the time of year and dry going into Oktoberfest. So that's the positive news, but we're going to have to get through the next several days yet.
All right. Greg, thanks very much. And coming up next in sports, the Packers found a way. The green and gold were being shut out going into the fourth quarter of their home opener Sunday. But the new face of the franchise led his troops to a thrilling win. Rob breaks it down next.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Come and get the very best windows and doors at the lowest price during the Fall Home Show only at the Board Store. Always your home for high quality at lower prices. We bring you superior products installed by our exceptional team of carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. Visit or call during our Fall Home Show for added savings on replacement windows, patio doors, entry doors, and all your home improvements. Visit us, call us, connect online for the best windows and doors at the lowest price. The Fall Home Show only at the Board Store Home Improvements. Don't miss it.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Add beautiful color to your projects with Minwax Wood Finish. This penetrating formula delivers oil-rich color in one single coat and dries in just 2 hours. Get a quart for only $10.99 after rebate. Protect your projects with a top coat finish. Fast-drying polyurethane provides long-lasting protection for all types of wood surfaces. Right now, pick up a quart for just $12.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
What a tale of 2 weeks. Last Sunday, the Packers had a win basically ripped away in the fourth quarter as the Falcons scored 13 unanswered to steal a victory in Atlanta. As for yesterday, a completely different story. Packers being shut out into the fourth in their home opener Sunday. Jordan Love going to Patrick Taylor, but that's nowhere near him. Said after the game there was a little bit of miscommunication between the two. Then with 11 minutes to go, the green and gold finally get on the board. 38-yard field goal makes it a 14-point game. Then later on, another fourth down. This time, Love keeps it himself into the end zone for the touchdown. Pack keeps going for 2. They get it. That cuts it to 6. 3 minutes to play now. Packers need to score. Love taking a shot. And the rookie, Jaden Reed, is going to lay out. Incredible grab. Green Bay on the move. That sets up this. Love, back shoulder fade. Romeo Doubs, catch of the day. PAT's good. Packers score 18 unanswered in the fourth. They take a 1-point lead. Saints would have one last shot, minute to go, but this 46-yarder goes a little wide. What a thriller. Packers storm all the way back in their home opener. Love gets a victory in his first career start at Lambeau. And according to QB1, it was a complete team effort all the way through.
A lot of things weren't going right for us, and then to be able to turn around, start putting some drives together, and get some points, it felt great. You know, the energy in that stadium was awesome, and we got our fans going, and we got our team going. So I think that's exactly what we needed right there. The guys never flinched, and they showed out and showed up and made plays at the end.
No time to celebrate, though. The Packers have a short week. They host the Lions Thursday Night Football, huge division game as these teams are both 2-1. The winner will take sole possession of first place in the division. This game exclusively on Amazon Prime Video, so you have a few days to figure something out. This division clash is going to be must-see TV on Thursday night. Well, it'll be must-see TV the next time the Brewers take the field. Despite already clinching a playoff berth, Milwaukee is still looking to clinch the NL Central. After erupting for 16 runs in Friday night's win over the Marlins, the Crew then proceeded to come up short in back-to-back losses over the weekend. Their magic number to clinch the division remains at 1. Both the Brewers and Cubs are off tonight, but Milwaukee opens up a 3-game set with St. Louis at home starting tomorrow. So a win or a Cubbies loss could clinch it for the Crew.
And a nice little opportunity to clinch in front of the home fans.
Absolutely.
That's always a plus.
Absolutely. What a win yesterday. Huh?
I know.
What a day.
Crazy stuff.
An amazing day of football.
Emotional roller coaster for
yeah,
sure.
We're getting cut short.
Yeah.
We have so much to talk about, though.
Well, that's why you got to stick around till 10. But in the meantime, after the break, Greg Barnhart's got one last check of your forecast.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh ground beef, just $2.98 for a 1-pound roll. Honeycrisp apples, just $1.88 a pound. And Hy-Vee tomato or chicken noodle soup, just 48 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
If you're shopping for a vehicle and wonder what website has local vehicles listed, check out FindCars.com, because FindCars.com is locally based. You'll find thousands of vehicles listed from local dealers and private sellers all over the area. Plus, it's so easy to use. Simply choose the vehicle you're looking for, and FindCars.com will show you who has what you're looking for locally and beyond. FindCars.com, local shopping made easy.
FindCars.com. Click.
For over 40 years, Blood Cross Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are bone-in pork shoulder roast, just $1.68 a pound. Coke products or AHA, just $4.99 each when you buy 3. And Lunchables or P3, just $1.48. Only at Hy-Vee.
All right, after a wet night, we're looking at a wet day once again. On and off showers and thunderstorms. The coverage may not be as much as go north of Eau Claire, but otherwise it's going to be a wet day for most. And then we do eventually dry out as we get towards Thursday and Friday with warm this weekend. 80s are coming back.
Very nice. It sounds like it's still coming down pretty good out there. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. Hope to see you again at 10.